Hello and welcome to Rauta's Danish edition. This time I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a Danish band called Woodpecker. This is the album 13. Let's just rewind it. Start again. This is Woodpecker with their MCD called 320. I don't know if it's a reference to the circle, which is 320 degrees. Actually, it's 360. Don't let me fool ya. But anyway, this is their 5-track MCD, which just came out. Oh, I'm sorry, it's coming out tomorrow. I will be actually scheduling this one day before the actual release. So, what to tell you about this? This is a band that is relatively new, founded in 2017. And to me, previously totally unknown. I found this trio with a promotional picture which looked like, I'm not gonna like this band, this is probably some hipster rock or whatever, but as I like to kind of question my own prejudice and whatever, I like, okay, let's give it a listen, and I found this, okay, this is actually pretty good. When I got the CD, I was listening a few more times and like, okay, now I get it. This is basically Danish version of Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, and the like. So very much like grunge, actually being kind of a hybrid between metal and let's say heavier rock music. First of all, very nicely produced. All the guitars, drums, and just everything sounds kind of pure yet dirty enough to make it actually a rock and roll release. Now we come to the first most important question, and this: so how is the vocalist? Can he handle the grunge kind of vocalist? Actually, to be honest, yes he can. First of all, all of these tracks are not equal in nature. I mean, in terms of quality, that is. But there is no single track that is actually weak. But some parts actually take this singer to the level that he totally deserves to be taken on big stages. I'm talking about Alice in Chains kind of a quality and style, which in my opinion actually makes this album very enjoyable. The vocalist is like skilled enough to have this kind of a vocal range that you can pretty much run through various emotions, and in turn it kind of gives this album a nice little extra flavor. So it's not just bass, drums and guitar kind of stuff, but also a nice vocalist, which kind of makes this album whole, or EP. And while I was listening to this a few times, it's clear that this ain't no just one-trick pony. Some of these songs are, I wouldn't go as far as to say aggressive, but let's say they're more aggressive than some of the songs which are more kind of in slumber. If you're listening to Alice in Chains, or been listening to, you pretty much, I guess, know what I mean. Some of the songs are more kind of soothing, kind of like waiting to be awakened or something, while some are more straightforward rock and roll songs. The average feeling on this album is like each grunge, even if it's not from United States and Seattle in particular, but I mean, just the feeling is like kind of a nice mix between metal, even if kind of a lighter stuff of metal, and then this kind of a heavier rock. And what actually makes me quite happy is that with this album, that is that none of those tracks are too lengthy. They are there to quit before you get bored of them. It's just like kind of radio tunes, which is, I know, for some people's pair of ears like a cursing word. But for me, while I'm really bored with those extra lengthy tracks with so many metal bands, I think it's really enjoyable that you're like 3 minutes in and then it's like out and you're going to proceed to the next one, and like, okay, this kind of left me with the feeling that I could actually go back and listen to it for another time, which is not a thing happening when we're talking about these lengthier tracks. So to conclude this talk or review or whatever, I would rather say 320 is actually a nice little EP that totally deserves your attention, especially if you've ever been into bands like Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, and the like. So there you have it. Go check out the samples. If they are not available yet today, they will be out there tomorrow. See ya and take care.